Now, adding or removing columns in a list is something that most users are familiar with. But you can also personalize cart pages, and that's also something that could be very interesting. So here in my customer list, if I double click on a specific customer, for example the Canon Group, we of course know that then the customer cart will open. And as we already saw in the previous module, the customer cart displays a number of fields in the different fast tabs. Now also here it could be perfectly possible that some of these fields are not very important for you because you might not use these specific functions. Now what you can do then is remove these fields from a specific fast tab. So let's have a look at how we can do this. And in order to do this, I will go to the application menu. I will go to customize, and there I will choose customize this page. Then in customize this page, I will select the fast tabs option. And here you can see now the number of the different fast tabs that we have here on my customer cart. Okay, so let's have a look. What can we do? I can go to customize fast tab. So in there you can see now all the different fields that are shown in my general fast tab. So we are customizing the general fast tab. So what can we do now? Well, first of all, suppose that we don't use service management, so we don't really need the service zone code in the general fast tab. We also don't need the responsibility center and address to. You could simply remove these fields by clicking on remove. However, I think there's a better thing that you can do, and that's changing the importance of these fields. Now in a cart page, we can use three different importances that we can assign to fields: standard, promoted, and additional. Now instead of removing these fields, it might be a better idea to make these fields additional. And let me show you why. So let's start with address to. So I will make address to additional. And I will do the same thing for responsibility center. So also here I will make this additional, and service zone code. There we go. Let me show you now the results. If I click on OK, you will see now, let me click on OK again, there we go. You will see now that address to, service zone, and responsibility center are not shown anymore. So it seems that they have been removed, but in fact they have not really been removed by the system. So because I've made these fields additional, they're hidden based on the show more, show fewer fields option. And that's something that could be very useful. So instead of really removing them, which means that you cannot display them unless you would add them again by going to the personalization, I can now very easily click on show more fields. So if I click now on show more fields, all the additional fields are now shown. So address to, responsibility center, service code are shown. And if I don't need them, I can simply click on show fewer fields, and they're hidden again. You see, so a very useful thing. And suppose now that for a specific customer I would like to enter address to. So I can now go to address to, and I can enter here something like main road. There we go. So that's something I would like to enter. And once that it has been entered, I can simply click on show fewer fields, and all my additional fields are now hidden again. So a very, very useful thing to do. Now, so additional fields, we know now that they can be shown by clicking on show more fields or hidden by clicking on show fewer fields. Then standard fields are always shown in an expanded fast tab. But then, and that's also something that is very interesting to use, we can also promote fields. And all the fields that you see here on the collapsed fast tabs are promoted fields. So let's make an example. And if I open the shipping fast tab, you can see here the shipping time. Now suppose that this is a very important field for me, then it might be interesting to promote this field, so that if you collapse the shipping fast tab, the system is still showing the shipping time. So let's go and have a look. And I will go again to the application menu. So I will go to customize and then customize this page. I will again go to the fast tabs option, and I will now go to shipping and customize fast tab. So there we go. So now in this case we can see all the different fields of the shipping fast tab. And now if I would like to promote the shipping time field, I can simply select this field and I can change the importance from standard to promoted. Let's have a look at the result. And there you go. So you will see now that on my collapsed shipping fast step, the shipping time is now displayed. So I don't need to open this fast step to see that the shipping time to this customer is 1 day. You see, so very important and a very interesting feature to use, promoting fields, so that they are also shown on a collapsed fast step. So cart pages, personalizing cart pages is simply defining which fields to show in a fast step. We can also use the personalization to define the position of a field, as you can move fields up and down to change the position of a field in a fast step. And we also had a look at the importance, as standard fields which are always shown in an opened or an expanded fast step. Then the promoted fields which are shown in a collapsed fast step, and the additional fields that we can hide or display by using the show fewer, show more fields option. And again, so this is an advice I would like to give. Make use of the additional feature instead of removing fields, because then it's always much easier to display these additional fields if you might need them. And like I just said, we can show additional fields by using the show more, show fewer fields function on a fast step.